Need a banner carrier. Need a banner carrier.
Shalom Aleichem, peace be unto you and those who are out there in the world. This is Rabbi Michael Ben Yosef, president of Tikkun International. We are going to give maybe 10 more minutes. We have, let's see if we have a group here. Hi guys, how you doing? Hello. Very good. Let's see. Okay. Jamie, I think he knows. Thank you all. This is an action. Those who are at home, this is an action for this, hosted by Chicago Activist Coalition for Justice. My name is Rabbi Michael Ben Yosef, president of Tikkun International and the founder of the Chicago Activist Coalition for Justice. We're here on location at Jefferson and Columbus. Columbus, the place, the street where down the street you have a statue that was in place. This is an action to continue the conversation to ensure that this statue does not return back into its place. So this is a call to action. We have people here assembled and we're going to do some couple things, but we do have media coming out. I did set them to be here at 6:30, so we'll see what happens with that. But in the meantime, we'll have some people come up to kind of speak to the live here. If they have anything to say, they're free to do so, and then we go from there. But the thing is, right now, this is to project to the world that we will not condone the continuation of disrespect. The symbols that the Chicago puts forth out upon their statues and the different monuments, we say that they are disrespectful to the legacy of the indigenous people, and not only that, to the people of color. The same playbook of annihilation should be ringing in the ears of people of color. We have been racially cleansed for 400 years. 400 years we have been subjected to the systemic racism. Systemic racism that has gone through our schools, our neighborhoods, through the elections, not giving equal equality. You're seeing pictures where blackface and all those type of things. Not just that, we also have seen where the Chicago Police Department is notorious for racially cleansing our people when it comes to the injustice that happens in this society. So we have something in common with this statue, but we just got to be mindful and consistent that we are not going to condone Mayor Lightfoot to put this as a temporary fix. So we're going to be using our diplomatic approaches to go to aldermen, to ensuring that we have signatures, that those who are out there that support this movement to keep these statues to not surface again. If they're going to put them in museums, fine, but they should not be on display as a form of disrespect to everyone. That's the root of the matter. And when we have these statues, you have one that's on Wacker in Michigan that shows a person, a soldier, and that soldier is holding the Indian, the Native American, by the throat, and is getting ready to take his sword and slice his neck up. That's on Wacker in Michigan. Did you guys hear me when I said that? Did you guys hear me? If you guys go to Wacker in Michigan, there is a statue right on the Riverwalk. The Riverwalk has, right there on the right, on the left side going this way, there's a soldier with a sword standing in front of, with his hands on the neck of a Native American, a chief. And behind him is his tribe, two men looking on, seeing the soldier to take out the Native American. On the ground, you see a dead Native American that's standing under the feet of the soldier. That's the display of showing mass genocide being celebrated on a Magnificent Mile. You see what I'm saying? This society is notorious to giving homage and praise to mass murderers. So today, we're going to go down the street here. We're going to go down the street, and we're also going to visit Columbia College. That's going to be the mandate to ensure that Columbia College takes that name and destroy it. The next mandate, we're going to demand that this street be eliminated. No more called Columbus Drive or Boulevard, whatever they call it. But all these names are put up on purpose to celebrate murders. So that's going to be the mandate of what we're going to be calling for in Chicago. Okay? So the statue is temporarily taken down by Mayor Lightfoot. That's not good enough for me. I saw everyone celebrating, doing lives, everything. You must understand what the politician's job is. Their job is only to give us spoon-fed victories. That's not good enough. I didn't have a celebration because I know the playbook of how what they do to us. That means it's going to go back up again. They just took it down for safety purposes because people were out there trying to pull it down manually. That's why she took it down. She didn't give you or any of us. If you saw what I gave that press conference on Channel 7, asked me what my thoughts about it, I said, I'll quote, "It is playing with our emotions. Playing with our emotions and our intentions to bring these things to a close." That's what this is about. But aldermen out there are not standing with us at all and saying, Mayor Lightfoot, keep that statue down. We don't want to see any more violence in this city. See, there you go. Those are supporters of these statues, supporters of this Columbus Drive, supporters of Columbia College, all these different names to celebrate. And then I got news for you. I can't give this out yet, but we have a press conference. What day is that, Jamie? What day is that? The press conference, I'm coming back out here at the statue there. That's going to be in the morning at 11 a.m. We're holding a groundbreaking press conference 2 weeks, I believe, from today, or Friday. I believe so. And I'm bringing another group that has another play. Is that correct? Friday the 11th? August the 14th? August 14th is an epic day that the world will hear an epic announcement of what that statue really truly means. Someone said, Rabbi, you need to look at this and see how deep rooted this statue really is. It has a historical component that Chicago has kept from the people at large. And when I bring these people out that stand with me, they're going to be truly upset because they have given so much to this city. It's a slap in the face of the people who I bring out next August 14th, correct? So I want to make sure you guys understand how deep this is. The history of this city has so much covered up. You can't keep facts covered for long. Truth can't stay closed and underneath too long. Eventually, it will come to surface. So on August 14th, I'll be down in front of that, down there in the morning. I know you guys it's not really an action. It's just a press conference. We're going to bring the media out to announce and to disclose what the history of that statue truly means. Now, I'm not going to do it today, but I want you guys to understand the moment or what we have here and what the problems that Mayor Lightfoot is causing and projecting slap in the face disrespect goes well beyond what we truly believe. That's how big August 14th is. And they're going to have to keep it down when I disclose this. They're going to have to. Because the powers that be, when they hear about this, of the amount of money that's put into the city, every last one of them are going to be outraged when they find this out. Okay? So all those who are out there, and it's going to be diplomatically done. We're not going to be doing any, nothing violent, nothing like that. But when it comes out to the information we're going to disclose, they're going to have to comply to my demands of keeping that thing down. And anything else that deal with Columbus. Because it has a deep history that has been uncovered, and now someone has said you have to disclose this to the people so they understand the level of disrespect this truly means. And I don't know if they know about it, but once this come out, you understand. We will understand. Okay? Anybody here for the first time, by the way? Anyone here the first time? Does anybody have any questions about these statues and what they really truly mean? I guess it's kind of time to ask questions, while we're waiting a couple of things. Does anyone have a comment about why we're here? No one? So it's just me to do the talking. All right, I got you. Okay. Couple of announcements we got here. We have several actions that's coming up. Particularly, these guys going to know about it. What day is our Dan Ryan shutdown? What day is that? Huh? August 15th. Mark your calendar. We're going to 55th and Garfield and shutting that Dan Ryan down. We're going to be on Dan Ryan shutting it down. And they will know about it because we want to make sure we're safe. And they have all their routes being done. This will be the second time in Chicago this will happen. The first time was Father Flag in 2018. This will be the second time. Why are we doing it? Because we're not getting justice. Everybody said, Rabbi, why are you doing this? How many countless names of the racial cleansing of our people? From Tamir Rice, from Eric Gardner, from George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, Sandra Bland, Stephen Clark, Rashad Cunningham, Shalai Towson. Countless names. Rakeem Boyd, they responsible for murder. Laquan McDonald, 16 shots in the cover-up. Horace Augustus, murder on 74th Street on South Side of Chicago. Countless names. So we're going to have, I sent out a post on our Facebook page of all the names. I literally probably got over 300 names and it's still coming in. So what we're doing is we're going to have poster boards for each name and carrying it on Dan Ryan to make it a memorial on Dan Ryan, and we're going to attempt, Jamie, we're attempting to go from 55th all the way to downtown on a Dan Ryan. Shut it down. shutting it down. We have close to over 2,000 responded. We need more. To pull something off like that, we need 8,000, 10,000 people out there. That's not good enough. We need more. We're going to be starting at 12 o'clock. Actually, it's like a median right there in the middle. In the middle where there is a bunch of grass. So we're going to be standing there talking to the media. Actually, 1 week from the 8th of August, we'll be giving details to the media about why we're doing this. Yes? What?
I'm just leaving.
Oh. Okay. August 8th is going to be the day we do our briefing to the media about why we're doing this. But we need everyone here to show up and tell friends. We need to show record numbers. If really Black Lives Matter to you guys, I need your help to support that initiative. So we're starting now, not waiting till last minute like we normally, we've been doing this for weeks, but we want to continue to talk about it on every action we're out here doing. So then everyone that we talk to understands what's coming. That's a big event. We already, actually, to tell you the truth, it was leaked to the media already, right? It was already leaked to the media. So it's already been out there. It's already linked, and it's a headline saying there's a plan for shutting down Dan Ryan. So it's already been exposed. I said, well, we're about to go ahead and do it full blast. So now we're actually spending every day to make this be an issue, a topic of conversation. Maybe a month ago, we did an action at, what action was that? We walked past it. Remember that? We were FOP. It was an FOP protest. We walked past that Dan Ryan. And I said to those young folks that were out there, we coming back to shut it down. I said, we're going to come back and shut it down because the police will not allow us to get on the Dan Ryan that day. I said, we're going to stand down today, y'all, but we're going to plan it. So this is what that come from. That day we had the FOP meeting, protest at the FOP, and we're going to be there tomorrow, right? Tomorrow it will be at the FOP tomorrow. Why? Why are we going back to the FOP tomorrow? Who was here last week? We had it wasn't support for blue. It was a Black Lives Matter a demonstration. Okay, John Kandazara, the FOP president. Do you know what he said? He said at Blue in front of everybody. He said, when that protest happened, when the first weekend they were supposed to, they bum rushed the statue. Everybody know about that, right? John gets on television and in front of all of officers said, "You all held your guns and didn't shoot not one bullet." That's what he said. But if you did shoot your gun, it was justified. What does that say to us? That says that every last one of us, if we were there, could have been subjected to be murdered. I was there. You see what I'm saying? That's irresponsible statement, irresponsible on his behalf, so we're going back to his office tomorrow and denounce and say he must resign. Because that's irresponsible to say and put protesters' lives in risk. He gave a slide way of saying, do what you got to do. That's the language they talk. So he told them, if you pull your gun on them, it will be justified. Justified. Those type of comments cannot be tolerated. There are people there that were not participating in, like myself, in peaceful protests. So I myself was in jeopardy. Didn't know what was going to happen. Others are there at risk as well. You see what I'm saying? So he looked at all of us as the same. As the same. We cannot condone to have a high-head like that involved and leading a high-head organization that's been notorious of racial cleansing and getting people off and covering up stuff. So that's where we'll be at tomorrow. We need everyone there. If you have not put in your phone or at least talked about going, we need everyone at the FOP tomorrow and not give them any room to breathe. We were there 2 weeks ago, but 2 weeks ago, I was there maybe a month ago. And John said to me, "Oh, you got no one here with you." I see, huh? See, this is the game he plays. I'm going to tell you the history between me and him. As long as he's FOP president, me and him will have words. Because of the fact, me and him used to go to the city council and advocate for our issues that we have issues with. Mine was the 75 women of color murder. His was going after the mayor. One day, there was a council meeting, and I asked John to hold my phone. Didn't know he was a cop. Okay? I asked him to hold my phone, but before I asked him to hold my phone, I said, "John," well, I didn't say it to him, I said to the council, the day before was the National Day of Police Brutality, and I did not get a chance to participate in that action because I had to work. So I went up to that mic and told the mayor, the constituents, and before the alderman, "I'm taking a knee right now." Now John hold my phone, right? I went back, he gave my phone back. That tells me he is not for our movement, he is for only the same concept and principles that the guy that sits in the White House is. That's why he sent that letter out, immediately got 100 plus 50 federal agents to come into this city. That's the type of guy we're dealing with. So as long as he's FOP president, me and him will always have this thing. That's the history between me and him. Okay? So I'm going to be on him like a hawk. On everything he says, I need to show up. And to put him in his place that we're not going to condone. And them sitting over there, we're not going to condone any of our protesters. Whether they have a different way of protesting, no one should be subjected to having a gun pulled on them. You see what I'm saying? Okay? Huh? And over a statue. Okay, so that's what we got coming up tomorrow. So I just need everyone to really bunker down. If you're in this for the long haul, this is going to be for the long haul. There's not going to be breaks in this. If we truly are wanting justice, if we truly want a better day, if we are truly concerned about the powers that have everything in play and nothing for no one else, this is a continuation of everything that we need to do week in and week out. You see what I'm saying? So we have to really be bunkered down. And I understand that, a lot of people, got things to do. But when that door knocks and this police department comes on your door and racially murders one of your loved ones, then you will get it. Then you will get it. I get countless names. Rabbi, got this happen to me. These police doing these things. So we have to really be proactive on these issues. And when we put these actions out there, it's for protection to ensure that we are pushing back. If we don't push back, it continues this thing. That's why they're getting $1.8 billion. No one's going to say anything about that. And they're getting several millions of dollars from these corporate industries, from Bank of America, from Starbucks, from Amazon, from Google. They're funding their police. They're funding them. So if Mayor Lightfoot knows this, she did not even change the budget to reflect, oh, you're getting all this extra money, maybe I'll cut back and give it to social services. That's not her thinking. She's a politician. She kept that same number, $1.8 billion, while we see all these buildings downtown Chicago looking crazy, havens of crime, havens for crimes, women being murdered, raped, seeing all these different things rising up, gun violence, all these things are happening. They're not caring about the people. They're not caring about these issues. They're certainly not caring about what we're saying about the statue. They want to keep this up. And they want to keep people like the Italian community happy because they're bringing money into the city. That's what this truly is about. That's truly what this is about. So Mayor Lightfoot is not on our side. She is holding this thing here clearly so that we must hold her accountable for what she is not doing to our satisfaction. Okay? So I want us to understand the importance of these actions that we're putting out there, that we need numbers to show that our voice needs to be heard and not allowing silent approval. When we don't show, we're silent approval of us being disrespected. When we don't show, we say we like to be abused. When we don't show, we say, hey, go ahead and put anything you want up and celebrate it and deck the halls to it. Do everything possible. That's why we got to continue to show up and tell our friends exactly. Now going to ICE. Where's that protest coming up? We're going to be back in Pilsen. What? The 7th. Do you understand how detrimental this ICE issue is? It's so detrimental. They're going to be bringing ICE agents into this city to train citizens like you and me to give you some backdoor deal that you can't refuse, dress it all up to make you be enticed to train vigilantes to murder us and to put our people in these disgusting cages. These are the issues. These are the issues that we are targeting and calling out and being very proactive. Not wait till it happens. That's not going to work. We got to be proactive and make sure it does not come into fruition. When there's no response, it just comes right in, then you get these doors seen on the news, oh, how many people arrested and carted up and all these type of things. This is what's going to happen. And they said, I'll quote, they want to make this city be the model for the United States. That's how detrimental this is. If we do not do anything but allow this to come into the city, that means we are all vulnerable. Because they really want to get rid of all of us. Particularly protesters. Particularly protesters. So I was out in Pilsen. Walking around Pilsen, predominantly Hispanic, and went into those streets and telling those people this was going to happen. They're going to come into this city and train vigilantes like them to be rapists. 4,500 children were raped by these vigilantes, sexually assaulted. 3,000 of those people, the kids, are missing. You see what I'm saying? They just don't vanish off the planet. Something happened to them, and they want to come into our city and say, we want you to be like us. So Chicago Activist Coalition for Justice means that's all we're seeking. It's justice for us to stand in between the people and the issues that's hurting the people. So we need good folks like you guys to support the initiatives that we're saying that needs to find justice. We need to find who murdered Vanessa Gilliam. That's going to be tomorrow morning, right? We're going to be out there. Vanessa Gilliam, you know the story where she was murdered, bodies dismembered. Because why? The United States government wants to cover up like vigilantes is coming to the city. Yes, raped. And they murdered her because she was going to tell the goods of what they did to her. So they took her out and dismembered her body so there could be no form of DNA. That's who we're fighting against. These are the issues that we take on that no one wants to take on head on. These are the issues. So we're against anything that hurts our community, such as that. So we're going to be out with our Sister's Keeper. It's going to be was going to be like the veterans going to help leading that demonstration. We're co-hosting it, but we stand with that group because of the fact that it is simply, we did actually an action right. Like 2 months ago, I was at the Army. Yeah, I did an action out in Chicago. When that story broke, I was at one of the recruiting offices in Chicago. They didn't want me there. The Army, who we think is on our side, like the police are, the same playbook that America gives to all these law enforcement, code of silence. Code of silence, same thing like the vigilantes, ICE, code of silence. We don't know what happened to those 3,000 children. Matter of fact, I believe they put those children in sex trafficking industries. Had to be. People don't just disappear like that and no trace. Or sold them out off in slavery or somewhere. Erase the record. Clean it up. Sell it to the highest bidder. Or use it for body parts. These are the issues we are tackling. So I want you guys to understand that we are on those type of topics that gives chills to our spine to know how horrific. And the same thing that's promoting these things is these government agencies are keeping this from you guys. And that's the root of the matter. That's why you have to show up. Because if we don't show up, it's going to just get worse and worse. And then we're going to see more of this spread like wildfire. So it's important. We need everyone to share these lives. Share these actions that we're doing, and put into your groups that you guys are with. Because the more legwork and more spreading of information is absolutely important. Very, very important. So I talked to you about some serious stuff. Real rude-awakening stuff, scary stuff, but with numbers and in unity, we have the majority. They do not. We are the majority. Don't let them fool you. We're the majority. We go down to Dan Ryan, and we're in numbers. They're going to move out our way. They're going to move out our way. So that's the root of the matter we have. Does anyone have any questions about those topics I've been raised here? Is that stuff clear? That's very clear? All right, very good. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. I don't know if they're going to let us in the streets because we're a small group, but we'll still be able to move. Okay? So we're going to get up and go out here. I need someone to get my flags there, and I need one hold each flag, and then 2 banner carriers right here, okay? And then we'll get moving. All right, here we go. Yeah, we ready. I just gotta do this, and then we're ready to go. Can I get a banner carrier? Can I get a volunteer for banner carrier, please? We do want the banner displayed. Hey guys. Hey guys. You guys feel like marching? Or what you guys getting ready to do? Black lives don't matter to you guys? Black lives matter, huh? Okay, let's see. All right. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like. Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like. This is a demonstration. I know you guys been in other demonstrations, but one thing, principle we love to keep as a standard, and that standard is that we operate and move in nonviolence. This is a nonviolence demonstration that keeps us safe. Because who keeps us safe? Who keeps us safe? Who keeps us safe? And that's what we do. We do our work in nonviolence because it opens doors for when we want to sit and negotiate the pain and suffering of people. We can be heard when we are not in an anger state. We can think logical and give intelligent answers. It works for me as a rabbi when I want to negotiate for people who are suffering. When I'm not in hostility mode, when I'm calm and collected, those who are in my opposition against what I'm talking about, in the end of that meeting, say, Rabbi, you really came with a different perspective and we're going to change our mindset because how you came. They are not for us, but I can tell you one thing for sure, they respect my work. They murder us, and they know I get on them for doing what they do, bad work, and tasing and spraying mace on our people. They know where I stand on that issue. And they know I have no problem telling them exactly who they are. But one thing, when I'm able to get that type of wording out, is because I come first with respect. And I'm calm and collected. So we like for our participants here to please be respectful of those type of things, because one thing we want to make sure, you came here and we want you to leave here. Not only that, our white allies, when this demonstration is over, we need you to protect the people of color, particularly our Hispanic community here that's with us. Thank you guys. And also ourselves as the people of color, blacks here, we are not safe around them, but we are safe with our white allies. So when we're done with this demonstration, we need you guys to really be the one to ensure that we are safe when we disperse. Is that correct? All right, very good. First thing we're going to do, I'm going to tell everybody what we're going to do first. We're going that way. We're going to that disgusting statue. Stance. We're going to stand there and look at it and do whatever we need to do to it. Okay? But we're not going to go and do any crazy things. We're just going to go and march down there. We don't have fireworks. We don't have that. No, we don't have that. All right? All right. You guys, we cleared. Do we all check the mark? Check everything off? That's good?
I think so.
Okay, that's checked off. We got her. Now I need someone to get my flags. My flags, what I gotta do, huh? Dang, you can't reach it. Okay, give me a couple minutes, guys, and we're gonna get ready to march. But I need someone to carry this band, please. Okay, very good. Huh?
Hey everybody, I just want to remind everybody to stick together, keep an eye out for one another. We don't want to lose anybody or let anybody get hurt. I also just want to put it out there that we are going to need marshals and people to help out with the Dan Ryan Expressway mission. We're looking to have right now about 2,000 people. Things can get out of control real easily with that many people, so we need... I know that a lot of you I've seen on many occasions, so you all seem pretty down and understand that we are nonviolent and you kind of know how things operate. So everybody here is basically the type of person that we are looking for to have marshals help us out with that event. So we're going to create a group, a Facebook group, and we'll put it on our Facebook page and our Instagram page, and we encourage all of you to join it if you're able to help, or if you know anybody else who would be interested in helping. We would greatly appreciate any help that we can take right now. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys, and let's have some fun.
It may lessons, you don't know.
What's that?
It may lessons.
Maybe.
We've been marketing across the field, no problem. Right now, like maybe, like organizing people, or
Can you just follow your intuition and help us out wherever you think you need that we might need to be gathered in? That would be great. Just use your own gut. If you see anybody you feel the system, just drop in. Is that cool? All right, cool. Me too. Perfect. Thank you guys for helping. I appreciate it. Yeah. I'm Jamie, by the way.
oh, I do.
Will, I'm Beth.
James, you guys know the football like that?
Huh?
You know the bag's garbage?
Hey,
It is?
Jasmine, the bag's garbage?
I was just gonna walk to the trash. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was just checking. If it is, I'm gonna go to it. Thank you. Yeah.
Not first one. What? Seriously, of all these supplements. I don't get it. They're boring. They don't, we don't need all of them. I'm sick of it. Now I feel like they vegan and stuff. First in the MF stat sheet is a contact list, and then it goes into the different regions. It goes in the region. And it on the region What's that?
And while I haven't quote been marked by anybody, I do have 7 years as a EMT, so if anything happens, I'm kind of in the getting to know the different.
So you're better than just an average Joe on the street. Yeah.
Yes. But you know, I'm
Good to know.
not like fully brought into one of the medic groups or anything.
Okay.
But I do have a few gauzes and that type of thing in here.
Thank you.
Hopefully don't need it, but
Hopefully we
just in
won't.
case.
Yeah. Thanks, Will.
This is a
Appreciate
bag I
it.
hope I don't have to open. Just like this is a mask I never hope to put on.
Yeah, I didn't bring mine, so I hope I don't have to use one either. Base? Base? Yeah. Well, base really.
This is pretty much anything that this is anything for safeties or anything that could run into the air.
Okay, well, I don't understand. Do they think it's I think just because it says what happened, they rather just
Yeah, but yeah. We just supposed to go down to that. You guys in the back? Okay. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you.
You want to take camera?
he's ready, he'll scoot it up for you, and then you just get.
And the good thing is there's several I recognize that, you know, that's usually
I was saying this to say that now we know our way back. I know it's too late for that.
Follow the lights at the top of the building.
That's all you gotta do.
Guys, I hope you don't get lost.
No, I'm not gonna get lost.
well,
You take the picture, I have a
I'm
question.
from Memphis. I'm from Memphis. I pretty much either try to, on the slide, I try to figure out east and west. And depending on if I want to go to the lake or the
So if we got
west.
the banner, who's gonna hold your sign?
Yeah. Anybody wanna hold my sign?
You want me to get someone else?
Yeah.
I mean, I can help with the, I can help with the banner if you wanna do camera. I'll do the camera.
Do the camera in the picture? Okay, and then she'll.
Because I'm not, I don't do that.
Oh, okay.
I'll help with the banner.
We don't, it's okay. He might have one of those slices.
I think we get number 30. All right, you guys ready?
She wants a picture and then we want a quick picture.
I got, you know what, though? I have real shaky hands.
Come on, Dad. Come on, take a picture. Watch it. Watch it, Dad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't want to sit here and try to take it 10 times.
Oh, you're going to take a picture. Oh, okay.
I don't care. I'm in enough.
Okay. Now what you're going to do is like this. Take down the thing. Okay, hold on. Okay, like that. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
No, no, this, like this way. This way.
This way. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
All right.
Hold on. Let me take these so they can hear it out.
There was no one here, but she may have left. She had a backpack.
Like that? You okay like that?
I mean, what else am I going to do?
You ready? Wait, we got Channel 5 here. Wait a minute. They're not giving us the streets, looks like. They're not going to give us the streets because whose streets?
Our street.
Whose streets?
Our streets.
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 They're standing here in front of us, telling us that we are only subjected to the sidewalk. This is why we gotta show up, people. They're saying that the sidewalk is only where you're only to be.
Hey!
All right, come on out. We want to do 2 minutes, all right? We got wait for it. They are saying to us that the sidewalk is only our boundary. They're saying to you, they're going to restrict you from the streets. Did they say the same thing, the 16 shots in the cover-up? Did they do anything like that when Mr. Burns was doing torturing of inmates? Of the people who they were forcing to confess the crimes they didn't commit? We're doing our job now. We're doing the job now. Oh, did anyone say anything about John Kataza saying shooting us was justified? Did anyone of you raise that as a red flag? Did anyone of you guys do that? Oh, by the way, if he said that to you, remember what I did for you guys when the protesters had you guys on Wabash? You remember that, right? You don't remember that? Guess who's standing there in between the protester mob that wants to destroy that car? Who was there? I was there. I prevented those mobsters to come and destroy that vehicle, that beat that vehicle so bad. Had they got into your officers, they were going to be very badly hurt. Should I say, like John said, it's justified? Let's talk about that, y'all. We need to talk about that. Yeah, exactly. Let me talk about that. Should I go out and tell those protesters it's justified to go and do you guys in? Should I do exactly what John said to you guys? John said it's justified to shoot protesters. But when the protesters on Wabash, they had your men at will to be very much hurt. Should I have said to my protesters it's justified? That's the way we have to disconnect that. This is why we're saying that the police need to be defunded. Because you don't value our life. You look at us only as subjects. I can easily say it's justified to do them in. You can do whatever you want to do to them. Commander, who's on duty? I want to hear this because I'm in outrage of what I heard John say. Of saying it's justified to shoot protesters. But I stood in between the mob group to take your officers out. I could easily have said it's justified. That's why they're angry. Because you don't look at them as people. You don't look at them as people. You look at us as what we always have been looked at as this community, this society. Systemic racism. And that's the truth. That picture those pictures right there is why we're demanding the funding of the police. Those pictures right there says it clearly. We are demanding the funding of the police. And the same police that goes down there is going to protect the statue as opposed to protecting lives. That ain't right.
That ain't right.
The same police that's going to protect statues. But take our women in custody and rape them. That ain't right. The same police. Oh, any of you guys gun registry? You're sex offenders. They're still in the force. They're still in the force. How many women have been raped by the Chicago police? This is why we are demanding that they be defunded. This is silent approval. is why Chicago Activist Coalition for Justice was formed, to tell you what justice needs to be sought after. And we're going to be aggressive until justice is served. Was it justified for me to tell those people to beat you guys up? I didn't think so. I said, you know what? They deserve what they should deserve, but I'm a rabbi for the people. I lead by example. So we expect you guys to say, denounce John's statement of saying it's justified for shooting our protesters. Okay, we're going to march down here. Whose streets?
Our streets.
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 Whose streets?
Our
Whose
streets.
streets?
Our streets.
Whose 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 streets?
Our streets.
Black Lives Matter!
Black lives matter.
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 Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Latino lives matter! Latino lives matter! Please go front. Latino lives matter! 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 Black women 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 matter! Children lives matter! Children lives matter! Children's lives matter! Children's lives matter! Black women 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 matter! Black lives 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 matter! Who you protect? 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 Slow, guys, slow. Who you protect? Who you protect? Why are we here? We're here because we got a problem in Chicago. Chicago protects statues over people. They say to people, you don't matter. say to our youth, they don't matter. Mayor Lightfoot says temporary, that disgusting statue will be temporarily put away. Not permanent. That's not good enough for me. I saw the lives, I saw the celebration, I saw all of the things, but you must understand that the playbook of America is to tease you, never giving you what you deserve, and that is justice. Excuse me, guys. I can't answer the phone. But anyway, but I want you guys to know, also you need to know, sister, the Chicago Police Department don't care about solving the 75 women of color murders. They don't care about getting out into the streets and finding who's responsible for these murders. The same police department that's been funded has said that the Kiera Coles case is closed. And they still get $1.8 billion. To do what? To do what? To have a good pension? Yes. To sit here and look at us? Yes. But not do the job you took the oath of office or oath to serve and protect. It's a joke. So you must show up and hold them accountable. If they're going to get this money, what do we say? Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. People, August 15th, we're shutting down Dan Ryan. We need everyone to be participating because we're shutting down Dan Ryan. That's a promise. We need everyone August 15th to be at 55th and Garfield. We're coming out in numbers to shut down Dan Ryan again. Because why? Of the unsolved murders. From all our people have been murdered. From Tamir Rice. From Laquan McDonald. From Eric Gardner, Breonna Taylor, Stephen Clark, Rashad Cunningham, Michael Brown, Tatiana Jefferson, Bolton Jean, the countless names that's been resulted in mass murder by these vigilantes. And 3,000 of our young children of the people who come here to seek a better life are missing and murdered. So we need to make sure everyone understands why we're here. Black Lives Matter! 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 Hey guys, do me a favor. Can you form a circle real quick right here? I want to talk to my Palestinian friends.
Hold on.
I'm a rabbi. Shalom Aleichem, peace be to you guys. I'm a Jewish rabbi. But I stand for the Palestinian people because you have been murdered. I stand against all injustice. Palestinians matter. Palestinians matter. Palestinians matter. Palestinians matter. Palestinians matter. I'm a rabbi and I go against the grain. Because I don't care for injustice. When lives have been victimized, I stand against the grain. Even my Jewish friends can't stand my guts. But one thing the Almighty has said, that in Deuteronomy 16 and 20, justice, justice, you shall pursue. It says it twice for a reason. It doesn't give ethnicity, it doesn't give gender, it doesn't give background or education or what your status is. It says if justice is needs to be brought forth, you must pursue justice. And it's injustice for Israel to not bring forth a comprehensive resolution to a two-state solution to allow coexistence in the region. So I stand with you, my brothers and sisters. Palestinian matters.
Palestinians matter.
Palestinian matters.
Palestinians matter.
Palestinian matters. Palestinian matters. Black lives matter.
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 Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show me what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Hands up.
Don't shoot.
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 Latino lives matter.
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 Children 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 lives matter.
Black 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 lives matter.
Trans lives matter.
Trans lives matter.
Queer lives matter.
Queer lives matter.
Black women matter.
Black women matter.
Latino lives matter.
Latino lives matter.
Children's lives matter.
Children lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Trans lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Testing 1, 2, 3. We back going. I gotta watch those bumps, y'all. Okay, here we go. Lives Matter. Black 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 Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Black Lives Matter.
One second. Let me just finish what I was doing.
Who you protect? Who you protect? Who you protect? Who you protect? Who you protect?
Put it right back on.
Who you protect? 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 Protect? Who you protect? Who you protect?
You just want like a minute or two.
Who
of,
you
like, a
protect?
video. Yeah. And a few
Who you protect? 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 All right, very good. Very good. Very good. Anybody got a chat? Anybody got a chat?
Get it.
Shut it down. Justice. Now, if we don't get it, shut it down. What we want? What we need? Shut it down. Shut it down. Shut it down. All right, very good.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Hey, hey, oh, ho, these racists got to go. Hey, hey, oh, ho, these racists got to go. Hey, hey, oh, ho. Hey, hey, oh, ho, these racist cops, they got to go. Hey, hey, oh, ho. These racist cops, they got to go. Hey, hey, oh, oh. These racist cops, they got to go. Hey, hey, oh, oh. These racist cops, they got to go. Hey, hey, oh, oh.
These racist cops, they got to go.
Hey, hey, oh, oh.
These racist cops, they got to go.
Hey, hey, oh, oh.
These racist cops, they got to go.
Hey, hey, oh, oh. These racist cops, they got to go. Hey, hey, oh, oh. These racist cops, they got to go. Hey, hey, oh, oh. These racist cops, they got to go. Hey, hey, oh, oh. These racist cops, they got to go. Hey, hey, oh, oh. These racist cops, they got to go. Hey, hey, oh, oh. These racist cops, they got to go. Hey, hey, oh, oh. These racist cops, they got to go. Hey, hey, oh, oh. These racist cops, they got to go. There you go. Got to go. Got to go. Find a real job. Get a real job. Get a real
job.
Get a real job. Get a real job. Get a real job. Get a real job. Get a real job. Get a real job. Get a real job. Get a real job. There you go. Their job is to murder us. Their job is to terrorize us. Their job is doing everything possible, but not do what they're supposed to do. They don't serve and they don't protect. Am I correct?
Correct.
They don't serve us, they terrorize us. Am I correct?
Correct.
All they do is sit and ride around in their old cars and racially profile people that's not doing anything. That's what they do, right? All they do all day is say, let's find what we can do to make someone's life miserable. 16 shots in the cover-up. 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 What did they cover up? Cover up cold blood murder. Doing what they do best. Change the narrative. Fix it so it gets those racist cops off. You know, qualified immunity. Qualified immunity needs to go away. But you guys know the Supreme Court put in favor of these racists, vigilantes, of saying they should be consistent and able to racially murder and to terrorize our people. We say no to that. We say emphatically no to these principles that there's no good for our community. Now we're coming up to this disgusting statue. Tear it down. 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 Tear it down.
Tear it down.
Tear it down. Tear it down. Tear it down.
Tear it down. Tear it down. Tear it down. Tear it down. Tear it down. Tear it down.
Tear it down. Tear it down.
Tear it down. Tear it down.
Tear it down. Sounds like it's loose.
Yeah. It's getting this thing here. All right, guys.
I was gonna bring something.
We are
I
here.
noticed while we're marching during the
Well, 3
lights,
weeks ago-
the slower we go, the
3
more
weeks
difficult
ago.
it is for them to stay straight. So if you want to maybe pass that along.
There was a protest
I was like,
down the street. Came here and stood before this disgusting statue that has so much blood on it, that has so much genocide on it, and they were protecting genocide. Let's be honest, while we all are here, they were responsible for protecting genocide. They said that's more important than you and I. Let's keep it real. They said to the people, you don't matter, but that statue mattered. Where's the statue at now? No, it's not. It has cops protecting the statue still. I don't know where. They have this disgusting statue being protected still. I'm sure of it. You must understand who the oppressor is. They protect things that has no value. But they rather not protect you as a human being that is of value. That's why we got to show up and say they must be defunded. That's why these things is happening. You must come out and demand that Mayor Lightfoot cuts back on $1.8 billion. Black Lives Matter!
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 Which one of our guests is walking the street understand and believe Black Lives Matter? Thank you. Ma'am, do you believe Black Lives Matter? Oh, ma'am, do you believe Black Lives Matter? Hi, ma'am. Do you believe Black Lives Matter? She said yes? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay. I just got to check because I got a Facebook page of several people I keep blocking. You see what I'm saying? So, we have to make sure to find out where the heart is. And we need to know who's on the right side of issues. What's that song say about staying on the right side of the issue? What's that song? Who knows that chant? What side are you on, my people? What side on you?
The freedom side.
What side on you, all my people? What side on you?
The freedom side.
What side on you?
The freedom side.
What side are you on, my people? What side on you?
The freedom side.
What side on you, my? What he said?
What side are you on, my people?
What
What side are you on?
The freedom side.
What side are you on, my people? What side are you on? Freedom side.
Very good, very good. Does anyone have any comments? I don't want this to be taking up the whole thing. Come on up, man. What's your name, bro, man?
My name is Christian.
All right, my lord. Go ahead in Brooklyn.
Thank you. I appreciate you all being here. This is just a symbol that young people have been activated. All right, what I mean by that is that y'all are consciously aware now of the issues that is happening among us. They've been happening for centuries, right? But you got institutions like this, the CPD, who cover up these issues. All right, I have a cousin who's on the force. Unfortunately, I don't know what's wrong with her. She might have been dropped when she was young. Probably. But this institution of CPD, right, they are responsible. Again, they are responsible for the legal murders that happen here in this city. Let me explain this. All right, crime, let me explain this. Crime is not random. All right, crime is not random at all. Crime is based on the lack of resources that we have in the neighborhood. All right, that's what crime comes from. So when you take away art classes, when you take away these after-school programs, and when I say they take them away, literally I lost my job like 5 times because I was in these after-school programs helping young men and women, or whatever you identify as, right? These people get into their creative side. And look at them texting over there. They don't care. They're getting paid overtime for this. All right? They're getting more money out of this. Right? And what does that do? There's still no resources in our neighborhoods. All right? I'm a little village native, right? I grew up in Marquette Park, right? In that triangle between Marquette Park, little village, and Pilsen. That triangle right there is where I live and resided from my whole life. All right, but now it's time to take back our streets. And what I mean by that is because these streets were built on our backs, the backs of black and brown people. You know how many lives were lost making these buildings? And who do you think was building these buildings? Who? Black and brown people. That's right. That's them. All right. All these streets that have been paved. Look at the people who paved these roads. Sorry. All right. Look at who paves these roads. Look at them. When you see people working out on the streets, look at them. There's black and brown people out here making these streets. And you know what? The materials that they use, the materials that they got into these buildings, the steel, all that stuff comes from our earth. And you know who was curating this earth before white people decided to colonize everywhere? The natives. Black people were curating this land before anyone came here, decided to pick the land, make these monuments that we're living in. All right, so that's what I mean, take our land back. Because you know what? We curated this land. We made this land possible. We put those buildings up. And you know what? We could take them down. Right? But we don't want to take it there. We don't want to take it there. All right? Yeah. So in my final, you know, I just went on a ramble about, you know, all this other stuff, but just to conclude, right?
Okay.
These people, they don't have a conscience, okay? I was here. I lost, you know what, I don't want to say too much.
Wait, hold on. I didn't get a chance to. I didn't get a
You know what I
chance
mean?
to record.
But let's say my bike wasn't, is not with me anymore. This is a brand new bike, by the way. I need reparations for my bike, please. Y'all got that? Y'all getting paid all that extra time? Y'all got that?
I mean,
All right.
yeah, because I got to do this for Instagram.
Last but not least, I want to talk about something that's very important to the neighborhoods. Okay, mental health. Mental health is one of the biggest issues in our communities that affect everyone, regardless of race, regardless of class, regardless of whatever institution you align yourself with. Mental health is huge, right? But when you got black and brown people on the front lines and CPD killing their own people, imagine what kind of mental health issues that causes. I'm talking about you, my brown brother right there. You. How does it feel that you're terrorizing brown people? Yeah, you. Yeah, you're terrorizing brown people, and that fucks up the psyche. All right, but they don't want to admit to that because you know what? You know who has the most domestic charges? Police do. Police have the most domestic charges.
Tell the truth.
Batter women.
Tell the truth.
Man, it's disgusting, and they cover each other's back, and that's the worst part of it. That code, that bro code, translation to cop code, right? If you got 10,000 cops and 100 are bad, and those 10,000 cops don't take out that 100, you got 10,000, 100 cops, bad cops now. All right, silent cops. You know what? Not silent cops are all cops. That's right, all cops. All cops are perpetrators, right? Perpetrators of violence, and I'm gonna leave it at that. You know, I don't want to take too much time. I would love to hear from my black brothers and sisters, right? Because of them, and by we I mean people of color. Because of black people, we've earned our rights to vote. We've earned our rights to be married. All those things because of black people. So let's uplift black voices at the end of the day. Real talk. All right. So I just want someone else to come up and speak. Whoever's brave.
Go ahead,
you don't have to be a speaker. Just say things how you feel.
All right, everybody. My name is Jasmine, and I'm from the Chicago Activist Coalition for Justice.
Right.
I want to say, I don't even know where to start. It's just so much that I want to say. Okay, I want to mention mental health. I also believe that mental health is a really serious issue that we have going on out here, and we also need to confront the police because of that. We need to add more mental health facilities, more youth programs, whatever we need to keep our communities safe. We need that in our communities. money when we have so much issues in Chicago. Like, we have so much crime. We have mentally ill people that
I believe so.
people like that, people that are in ICE. I feel like we should talk about the individuals, the people that are talking that they are dealing with on a daily basis.
Talk in the phone. Can't hear you. Talking to it. Can't hear you. Talk up. Can't hear you. Talk up.
So
There you go.
yeah, mental health is a really, really serious crisis. And I'm also a mental health advocate too. You know, in my free time last year I started with Hope for the Day. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with them, but they are also mental health. So, you know, anyone that wants to be, you know, a part of them, then, you know, also about the statues and everything. I feel like that those statues should also be taken down. Due to the simple fact that I'm just sick and tired of all of this. I'm just tired of it, okay? I'm sick and tired of having to come up here and march and everything, but one thing should just happen. Defund the police. So we don't have to keep marching and keep protesting. That's all that needs to happen because I'm tired of it. I'm sick and tired of it. You know, these racist symbols that we drive past and that we walk past every day, just take them down. It's an offense to all the communities that's dealing with hate, especially the black and brown community, the Native Americans. That's all I really have to say. All I have to say is that this, I don't know, I'm just tired. I'm tired.
Right here. All right.
Why y'all here? Why am I here? Why y'all here? Why y'all here? Why am I here? Why is she here? Why he here? Why you here? Why am I here? Why y'all here? Why you here? I'm here for justice. And the only way you're going to get justice is if you're a part of the solution to get justice. Staying at home, allowing the situation to this marinate itself is not getting justice. When you do those type of things. To get justice, you got to be a part of the solution and demand a seat at the table. That table is not a table for us, but you got to make yourself say, I'm going to sit at the table. I'm not going to ask your permission for me to sit at the table. Because they don't want no one there to push back against their policies. They don't want no one to say they're wrong for raping our women while they're arrested. They don't want no one saying to my brother, keeping the business as usual. They want the business as usual. The only way justice comes is if you become their worst nightmare. And that nightmare means you show up and show out and be relentless and not giving them a breathing room or no time to get their plan together. You consistently show up. That's the hallmark of my work. Ask Mayor Lightfoot. Ask Kim Fox. Ask the Chicago Police Department. I show up when they don't know I'm coming. You got to continue to show up. Does anyone have anything else to say? While we're here, we're going to move on. Okay? You want to say something, Lord? Come on over, brother. You got power on, look like, brother. You got power on all over you. Announce your name and talk that up, bro.
So my name is Steven, and I'm gonna say some things that you guys may not necessarily love. So, although this Columbus statue is torn down, we still are an imperialistic nation in every way, shape, or form. I understand the need to tear these things down. I understand that it's very important and it strikes fear into people, but we can't just get so distracted that we focus on this, because there's still a $500 million Obama library being built. There's still many things for institutions. So although, yes, of course, defund the police, of course, yes, possibly abolish the police, of course, yes,
justice for Breonna Taylor, but we have to talk about what those things look like. So example, justice for Breonna Taylor, is that the death penalty? Are we going to side with the death penalty conditionally? Are we going to side with the prison system conditionally? So we have to like talk about the future. If we want to talk about defunding the police, we also have to talk about not only where those funds will go, but like what the world looks like without police. And yes, of course, idealistically, we have all those things, but if you talk idealistically, then they can easily shut you down. If we continue to do the same things over and over again in terms of forms of protest, then it's easy for the media to come here real quick, as they did. Shout out NBC. I think they're gone now. But it's quick for NBC to get their quick news bite, and then they quickly get quick news bite, and they get record ratings. They get record ratings off our skin. The same way they get record ratings off of all of these faces. Sandra Bland helped raise my sister. I wish none of you guys knew Sandra Bland. I wish none of you guys knew any of the faces on that chart. But now since we do, and their names are plastered all over t-shirts, and their names and their final dying words are plastered all over t-shirts, just recognize someone's making money off of all those things, and recognize that we don't want them on there. We don't want to know Breonna Taylor. We don't want Breonna Taylor on the front of an Oprah magazine. We want Breonna Taylor living. And if she can't be living, we have to explore why those people killed her. You can't just say they're evil, you can't just say they're crazy, you can't just say, where were these cops during the cloning down? We have to look at what took a human being that was once a baby and got them to the point where they're shooting a black person. And a lot of it does fall on the media that demonizes our skin. So the media will stop by here real quick, or the media, if there was looting, they'd be there for a while, and they'd be getting a lot of footage. So we have to explore all those different things. So yes, of course, it's the police, but the media continues the cycle. The media will tell you that a child was shot and killed on 4th of July, but they won't tell you that child's name, anything about that child. So you have to look at all those things, how they desensitize us to death, even just from the aspect of Corona. But when you add it up to Black lives, it's easy to say 60 were shot yesterday. It's easy to say whatever number were shot yesterday, but then they just become numbers and statistics. It's important we don't do that, whether it's Black lives, brown lives, Muslim lives, or whatever it may be, because the Muslims have been dying since 2001 at an alarming rate. So of course, yes, it's Black Lives Matter, but Black lives is anyone they can make into a statistic, headline, or anything, and they continue to do so. So that's all I ask of you guys. I'm really just an independent journalist here covering this, so I'm just here, but do you guys be good.
You're a journalist, my lord? You're a journalist?
I get paid $0. I do it for me.
Okay, all right. Please give his name. My brother spoke some good truth there. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to cross this street here and go down Michigan Avenue. Okay? They were asking where we're going to go. Well, we can't do too much today because we're a small group. So we're going to just be on the sidewalk and go from there. All right? But the thing is, when we get to these parts of having these activist programs, it's really important to show up, because then what they're gonna say, the headlines, oh, small group, the momentum's leaving, they're going back to sleep again. That's the narrative we don't want to give them. We never ever want to give them nothing bad, negative to say about us. Okay? All right, so then we're gonna move forward here. I need someone to hold this camera. So while I push this cart, can I get a volunteer? Don't let me choose someone. Thank you very much. There you go. Okay, very good. Black Lives Matter. 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 Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Okay, are we ready to go? That's it. Oh, yeah. Huh? Oh, there you go. Here we go. Black Lives Matter.
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 Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Who do you protect?
Who do you serve?
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 Who do you protect? Who do you protect?
Who do you serve?
Who do you protect?
Who do you serve?
Who do you protect? Who do you protect?
Who do you serve?
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 Black Lives Matter.
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 Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Latino 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 Lives Matter.
Children Lives Matter.
Children's Lives Matter.
Children Lives Matter.
Children's Lives Matter.
Children Lives Matter.
Children's Lives Matter.
Women Lives Matter.
Women's Lives Matter.
Women Lives Matter.
Women's Lives Matter.
Black women 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 matter. Latino lives matter.
Latino lives matter.
Latino lives matter.
Latino lives matter.
Who you protect?
Who do you serve?
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 Who you protect? serve? Who we protect?
Who do you serve?
Who we protect?
Who do you serve?
16 shots in the cover-up. 16 shots in the cover-up. 16 shots in the cover-up.
16 shots in a cover-up. 16 shots in a cover-up. 16 shots in a cover-up. 16 shots in a cover-up. 16 shots in a cover-up. 16 shots in a cover-up. 16 shots in a cover-up. 16 shots in a cover-up.
16 shots in the cover-up. Children's lives matter.
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 The children's lives matter.
Children's lives matter.
This is why we're here. This disgusting society loves to promote statues. They keep putting up these statues and promoting genocide upon our people. They choose statues over lives. They choose statues to be protected by the racist police. But when it comes to people, you are expendable. How do we know that? John says it's justified to shoot protesters. It's justified to protect statues. Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
We also demanding that Columbia College rename that disgusting name away from Columbia that's representing Columbus. That's celebrating mass genocide. So we're going to demand that the Columbia College rename that disgusting name of a murderer that murders our people. And Chicago is notorious for celebrating these disgusting names and give them a platform of murderers. The same thing with Columbus Drive. We demand that they rename that disgusting street from that disgusting name known as Christopher Columbus. Black lives matter.
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 Black lives
We
matter.
demand that Columbia College, rename its university something else. They are promoting mass genocide. Columbia needs to rename their college after something else, not after a murderer. We need to rename that disgusting college away from this disgusting murderer that is responsible for countless murders. Black Lives Matter.
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 Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Children lives matter. The children lives matter. Women lives matter. Women lives matter. Black women matter. Black women matter. Black women matter.
Black women matter.
Black women matter. Black women matter.
Black women matter.
Black women matter.
Black women matter.
Black women matter. Black women matter.
Black women matter.
Black women matter.
Black women matter.
Little kids matter.
Little kids matter.
Little kids matter. Little kids matter. Children lives matter. Children lives matter.
Children's lives matter.
Black 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 lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black lives matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black lives matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black lives matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter. Black lives matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Black lives matter.
Black Lives
Matter.
Latino lives matter.
Latino lives matter.
Latino lives matter.
Latino lives matter.
Latino lives matter.
Latino lives matter. Latino lives matter.
Latino lives matter.
Latino lives matter.
Latino lives matter.
Latino lives matter.
Latino lives
Latino lives matter.
matter. Latino lives matter.
Latino lives matter.
Latino lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black Lives Matter.
Stay together. We stay together. Who protects us? Who protects us?
We protect us.
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 Latino lives matter.
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 Black 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 lives matter.
Out of the house, into the streets.
Into the streets.
Out of the house.
Into the streets.
Out of the house.
Into the streets.
Out of the house.
Into the streets.
Ready? Y'all good? Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Show them what democracy looks like.
This is what democracy looks like.
Black Lives Matter.
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 Who you protect?
Who do you serve?
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 Hands up!
Don't shoot!
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 Hands up!
Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Hands up!
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 Don't shoot!
Black women matter!
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 Black women
Black women matter!
matter! Black women matter!
Women lives matter!
Women lives matter!
Women lives matter!
Women lives matter!
Women Women lives matter.
Women lives matter.
Women lives matter.
Women lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
How you guys doing?
How you doing?
Oh, we're doing good.
Quiet, right?
Yeah, we're doing a little something, man. All right, guys. We're going to continue here. Black lives matter.
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 Black. Watch your butt. Watch your butt. There you go. Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Black lives matter.
Keep coming on the street. Are we still walking? Can I get a picture of your swings? You coming in? Thank you.
Testing 1, 2, 3. We back on, guys. All right. Testing 1, 2, 3. Huh? Testing 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Black lives matter.
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 What side are you on, my people? What side are you on? What side are you on, my people? What side are you on? What side are you on, my people? What side are you on? There you go. I got the right guy here, you know. You get the bus, man. There you go. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right, here we go. Here we go. Where we at right now? Harrison? Yeah, Harrison. All right. Who you protect?
Who do you serve?
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 Who you protect? Protect?
Who do you serve?
Who you 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 protect? 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 Who you protect?
Who do you serve?
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 Who you protect?
Who do you serve? Who do you serve?
Who you protect?
Who do you serve?
Who you protect?
Who do you serve?
Who do you protect?
Who do you serve?
Who 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 you protect?
Who
Who you protect?
do you serve?
Who you protect?
Who 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 do you serve?
Who you protect? Who you protect? Who you protect? Black Lives Matter.
Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Our streets. 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 Our